Artificial intelligence, it can be a great tool in a lot of ways, but does it have too much power, especially in the workforce? That's what we're talking about this afternoon. Katie Charleston, an AI and IP legal expert, joins us now to talk about it. Katie, there is a fear that robots will start to do more than humans. I've seen robots out there. It makes me think, are we going to start losing jobs to robots and now AI?
Yes, it has a real possibility to make a disruptive impact on the labor market. We're seeing more and more companies resorting to AI in their warehouses and their restaurants. It's becoming a bit of a phenomenon I think we all should look out for. But more than anything, I think it's taking over those jobs that are very repetitive and lack the required critical thinking necessary for the position.
If someone's watching at home and they've heard a lot about AI, for instance, it really came up in the actors' negotiations in Hollywood. They're very worried that someone like Julia Roberts could be remade with AI, and so they wanted protections for that. Talk to people who may not know about AI, why people think it may be dangerous.
Well, there are the capability today to create what's called deep fakes or copies of people that look real. And so what we're seeing is specifically in Hollywood and in the acting industry is the potential to replace the identity of actual people with these deep fakes. I mean, as early as or recent as this weekend, Tom Hanks came out and said that his likeness was being used in an advertisement, and it wasn't him. And so I think there's a big concern that people are going to lose their livelihood over this, and that other people are going to be able to profit off the likeness and the reputation that they've built.
I saw that. He posted that on Instagram. Someone had made him into his AI foreman, was trying to sell a product or something. He came out and said that wasn't true. Let's talk about the legality of this as well. I know lawmakers on Capitol Hill are beginning to discuss AI quite frequently.
They are, and there have been steps taken. There's been a committee formed among the biggest of the companies to come together and promote safety and look at what potential consequences these systems will have and try to prevent them. But there's been no real regulations to date that are stopping what is happening out there, and that is just the complete infringement of material, as we're seeing with Sarah Silverman and a lot of other writers who their copyright registered books have been used to train these models. And now we've got actors and their likeness being stolen. And we really need to get together and have some sort of penalties imposed. I mean, there are throughout the United States, most states have a lawsuit or a cause of action for using someone's likeness without their consent, but there needs to be more now that we have the capabilities we do with AI.
We have about 30 seconds left, but I don't want to leave without touching on this in schools. There's some controversy about whether students should be using it, but shouldn't we be teaching them how to use it responsibly, considering that they're probably one day going to be using this in the workforce as well?
Absolutely. It's just like plagiarism, right? We're worried about them using these platforms to create content for their work at school, which we don't want them to do. We want them to be able to think critically, but we need to teach them about the potential consequences of using these types of tools and really what they're meant to do, and that is be a tool and not a replacement for one's mind.
Katie Charleston, legal expert, thanks so much for your time today. Very interesting topic, and it is far from over, that's for sure. Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.